Check it. Today, we're going to talk about how to actually get that authentic 90s boom bap sound. How to actually do it the real way. First of all, most importantly, if we're making 90s boom bap and we're going for a 90s sound, the most important thing is going to be sampling stuff that existed in the 90s. So, sampling stuff that either came from the 90s or before. And ideally, the most authentic for 90s boom bap, since it was the most common back in the day, is sampling stuff from early 70s, late 60s, early 70s, early 70s sweet spot. So that's the first thing, sampling things that existed in the 90s. The second thing, probably the most important thing, is sampling things that make sense for 90s boom bap. So that's going to mean the sample choice, the samples that you use. If you're picking samples that aren't anywhere near the boom bap realm, your beat's not going to sound like a actual 90s boom bap beat. For example, one incredibly easy way to make your beat actually sound like a 90s boom bap beat is to use a 90s boom bap acapella, such as Nas or whatever other 90s boom bap acapella you can get your hands on. That is going to instantly signal that, yep, this is 90s hip-hop, 90s boom bap. Another way is to incorporate scratching. So boom bap, scratching is a staple of the sound. So scratching, that is essentially unique to 90s hip-hop. Like, it is the only genre of music where scratching is a highly prominent part of the sound. So put scratching in your beats. And if you don't have a turntable, you can't scratch in your beats. I've made multiple packs of high-quality scratching cuts. A lot of them are free, so no excuses there. Links below. And then another highly important thing is your drums, your drum sounds. So important, incredibly important. Your drums are the foundation of the beat, and without good drum sounds, your beat is going to be sitting on a whack foundation. So if you really want an actual 90s boom bap sound, then following the first thing, we're going to need to sample some drums that came from the 90s or before. And ideally before the 90s, because in the 90s, most people did not have records that just came out in the 90s that have drum breaks on them. So they were sampling breaks from like the 70s, late 60s, early 70s for the majority. So that's what we use. So another thing about sampling these breaks is if you sample them on YouTube, you're not getting the true sound. That your sound is going to be lacking slightly. And you might not be able to tell, but someone with a trained ear, I can tell easily. It lacks realness, and you can just feel it. So ideally, the best way is to go dig for your own breaks and find your own breaks and sample them from the actual record. But a lot of people aren't going to do that. So if you're going to stick to YouTube, at least try to find YouTube recordings of vinyl rips. Try and find people who upload breaks with their own original vinyl recording. That is going to be 10 times better than just the pristine, clean, untouched file that shows up on the YouTube music thing or whatever. So if you can find a vinyl rip, it's ideal. If not, also, that's like my specialty. I make banging boom bap drums, so go check it out. There's a lot of free ones and some exceptionally high quality paid ones. You can see reviews here. People love them because they're exceptional. So free downloads or paid, check them out. And then lastly, for getting an actual 90s boom bap sound, assuming that you're following these rules and whatnot, the final thing to make sure that you're not going to mess it up and ruin your authentic sound is don't use some crazy modern effects that are obviously not from the 90s. Basic effects like reverb, compression, EQ, delay, those are fine. Those were possible. But crazy delays that are like insanely advanced programming presets, those are going to be signaling that your beat is modern, that it does not come from the 90s. So avoid modern effects. Keep your effects simple. Don't do crazy things. And lastly, just listen to 90s hip-hop and then notice what they do and what they don't do. And don't do anything that they don't do. Essentially, if you really want to drive it home, really get that actual 90s boom bap sound, imagine you are in the 90s and then check every single aspect of your process and see, was this possible in the 90s? If not, don't do it. Then it is almost impossible for you not to create a 90s sounding beat. So that's what's up. That's the video. Yeah, that's what's up. And if you want to learn from me directly, check out the first link below, and we'll make your beats bang as shit. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.